Hello everybody, welcome back to Ohio Tickets with Robert on another walk in a park. We're in Canton, the Monument Park. Right there is William McKinley's memorial and his wife and 2 children. Over there is the McKinley Library and Museum, I believe. There's a nice little waterfall running there. I'll zoom in on it for you. But yeah, so I came from the park that's over there, which is Stadium Park near the Football Hall of Fame. I'll be walking back that way momentarily. Come over to this bridge. Stark County Parks Commissioner. This is dedicated to. I'll let you pause the video and read it if you wish. This is part of the Nemesilla Creek that runs through the whole entire park system. It's flowing quite well, as you can see, with the recent rain that we've had. So yeah, I've done part of the walk. I'm not going to go all the way up there and walk to the next park. I'm coming back around and finishing up the park walk in Stadium Park. But I just let you guys see some of this area. I'm going to pause the video now, and when I get towards that bridge, there's an underpass that you can walk through, and then I will show you the next thing on this. I will try to make this one not so long. There are quite a few actual lakes in this park. There's one down here, there's one at the other side, and I believe there's one in Waterworks that is public fishing. And going back over to this side, you'll see another area where people can fish. All right, I'm gonna pause this again. All right, coming into the walking area under the bridge. There's a plaque dedicated to the person who helped create this bridge. It looks really nice when it's lit up at nighttime when you drive over it. Well, hopefully you guys can see that, because my phone's telling me because I'm in a ultra wide lens, it's not allowing me to put the flash on to light that up. So hopefully you can see it. Moving on. Now we're entering Stadium Park. Get this back to where I normally had it. Some Canadian geese. Throughout the park, there's various exercise areas, public facilities, and parking over this area. Another bridge to go across. And I will tell you more about that little building in the background when we get there. I will pause this again, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. They had the ducklings. Yeah, or the goslings, I should say. They had their little Yes, I'm leaving. I know you're protecting them. All right. Walking across this bridge. Showing you more of Nemesilla Creek. It goes for quite a ways. And there's that bridge again. And we will continue on And this is the parking lot that I stopped in. As you can see, my white vehicle parked there, but I will stop filming right now because I want to get across the street safely. I'm not near the road yet. I'm on the park trail. So, all right, I'll pause this for right now. All right, believe it or not, on this soccer field, when it was in better shape, it did have nets and the goals, and there was areas that were actually marked. I played here a few times on Saturday and Sundays, and just pick up games and stuff. People would be out here just shooting the ball around and that, and then we'd break into teams. I did this well back in my late teens, like I was 18, 19, into maybe 20, and then after that I stopped coming around here to do this activity. I'm not sure why, but I will be 59 in the month of November, so you can tell that it's been quite a long time ago. And somebody's playing their music loud, so I will turn off for right now. All right, I came back to the other side. Again, Monument Park, established in 1907, but this is what I wanted to show you. Because if I don't kill myself on these steps, but that waterfall. Look at all that. And then you got all that down there to fish. Everyone's having a good time. All right, I'm gonna go back over. There's a old pavilion. At one time you could run out and there was a fireplace there that you could have fire in it. All right, I'm gonna go back to the other side. See all the new, well, they're new street lights to me, but they're designed back in the street lights that used to be here way before my time. Probably in the early 1900s and maybe even to the 1920s. But I will go back to the other side now, since I wanted to get that waterfall. That road that these cars are coming down, and they're saying 25 miles an hour going up it, it is called Serpentine Hill, and it goes all the way up on top of that plateau up there near the what is now the Cleveland Clinic Hospital. But it can be real dangerous when it's icy. And on the other side, where you can see that fence in the background, there's a cemetery over there that extends for, this is 12th Street that we're at right now, and it goes all the way over to 4th Street. So, and there's some local legends about some of the things that are in there. That's for another time. All right, let's get back to the walk, and when we'll get to there, I'll tell you about that building as much as I know of it. Here's some exercise equipment with instructions. So you can pause the video and blow up the content if you wish to read about it. Okay, here's more of Serpentine Hill, and that wall, as I said, is the cemetery, but up there is, that building there is the Cleveland Clinic Hospital. It used to be known as Mercy Hospital. I'm sorry, it was Timken Mercy Hospital, because it's on Timken land. And then, I don't know if they withdrew their foundation, but then it was Mercy, and then it was something else, I think. And then I think they called it Mercy Medical or something, and then now it is had been bought by the Cleveland Clinic Group. So that's that, and I will pause this. There's some more Canadian geese over there. Okay, this building here, and that's the first time I've seen the back side of it, because there was always brush and stuff. But this used to be the caretaker's house for the Timken Estates. There used to be a sign up here that would tell you a whole bunch of information about it. And maybe it looks like they're going through with the renovations that they've talked about for, I would say, 20 years. Pardon the heavy breathing, but I'm not used to exercise. But anyhow, this is the caretaker's house. At one time there was a bridge over here that he would open the gates if you had a carriage to allow you up to the Timken estate, which is all the way back towards the back of the, which I think somebody said is where Lehman Middle School is maybe now. There's a set of stables that are still that are still around. You can see them as you drive up 12th into 13th Street. But yeah, Chris Spillman used to own that, called it the Stables Restaurant for many years. And now it is a place of worship, I believe. But yeah, this is supposed to be at some point turned into a visitor center. That's what the scuttlebutt was many years ago, and maybe that's what they're planning on doing here. So once that's done officially and it's open to the public, so we'll see what this looks like when that happens. But I will leave you here with a little bit more of a look. Here's the parking area for the Cleveland Clinic Hospital. There's more of the building up there. This is another creek that comes through that people will fish. I don't think this is Nemesilla Creek. I think the one I showed you in the middle of the park over there. It's starting to lose the nice sunshine that we had. I will walk a little bit more to show you a few more features of this area, and then I will call it a day. So I will pause this again. I don't want to make a huge lengthy video, so I'm trying to keep this short as I can for you guys. Somebody, I think, placed a thing out there for me to show how to speed up my videos or put something on so people could speed them up. I did not see that feature on my editor that I'm using. Of course, I'm using a free editor that's on my tablet. I don't do this as a living. This is all filmed with my Samsung Galaxy. Was this a 23 or 24? It might be a 22S. I can't remember now. But yeah, I film all this on my cell phone, and then now lately been transferring it to my tablet and editing it there. Before I would, it's the same editing device because I just transferred everything over to the tablet. So yep, I'm rambling. Anyhow, I'll get off here and get to another spot and film that area for you. So as I try to stop and catch my balance. All right, that's it for now. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. See if I can zoom in. A couple of blue jays. Oops. Just figured I'd show you them. All right, back to walking. Also, this park has an area, as you can see the trail near the water that is for people that are walking dogs. It's dog friendly. You can come down here and use that path to walk your dogs. All this stuff you see here is from the geese that come in. Oh man, I missed it. I don't know if I caught it in time, but there was a muskrat that just went under that middle tunnel and swam. Let's see if I can catch him coming out. This is the Canton Garden Center that we're coming up to, but I want to see if I can catch this muskrat coming out. I'll focus on that in a few seconds, but I want to see if I see the muskrat come out. Also, I don't want to drop my camera too, and cell phone. Apparently he's not going to make an appearance, but but I did see him swimming in, but I don't know if I caught it on the film. So when I say something and get excited, you might want to zoom in on that part of the filming. But here's the make sure no one's coming before I step off the sidewalk. See if I can zoom in on that a little bit better for you. Some of it's wearing off because this was done in 1974. So, but let me see if I can zoom in on the garden center sign. Come on. I think it says 1950. Yeah. And while I'm doing that, I'm sure the little guy's probably made an appearance and popped. No, don't see him. But yeah, there's muskrats that live in this creek. Let's see, maybe he popped back out over here. Tricky little devil. No, don't see him, but I do see an air bubble. Something was over there and jumped. So, all right. All right, we'll stop here for a second and I will go to another area of this garden center so you can see it. There's the internal flame. I'll get closer to it as I go, but there's the Canton Garden Center. I'll walk through some of the area up there, but let's go see the John F. Kennedy Memorial that we have. It's supposedly lit from the same flame that they had in Washington, D.C., I believe. And also the same one that I saw over in Ireland. So, here, let me zoom in so you can read that. This was dedicated just a few months before I was born. All right, let me zoom back out. There's the flame. The fountain should be going, but I'm not sure why it's not. But this is the John F. Kennedy Memorial, the American flag in the back, the garden center, and I will walk over there amongst some of the areas, and then I'll go back to the trail, and then I will continue with a few more things, and then I will turn off the video and walk back to the car and go home so I can edit it and post it the best I can. So, oh well, if people get kind of upset, that's on them. I don't care. I'm doing this because I want to. All right. Oh yes, I'm going to get out of here because I can smell the propane coming off of the flame. All right, talk to you in a bit. All right, here we are at the Canton Garden Center Gardens. We'll walk through here and you can see some of the items that are on offer to view. This well. Memorial. Sorry about that. It is a rather nice memorial. They have a children's interactive garden, and those chimes go off, I think every, is it 15, half hour or hour? When I get closer there might be a sign. It's been a while since I've been here, but this is a children's area of the garden, which is nice that they have one for them. Many benches around the area have been donated or are a memorial bench to a person. Yeah, here we are at Mr. McGregor's garden. Is that old Peter Rabbit in the corner there trying to get his carrots? Oh, a little bird decided to join us. All right. Patriotic Garden. There's a QR code. And see, I'm a kid, all right? You step on this and it can make noise. It's called the Dancing Chimes. More of the children's garden, which I think is very nice that they've changed this into more of a children's area. I'm not gonna walk all the way up there, but I wanted to get over to these chimes. A giant butterfly here. Monarch butterfly. The Hoover Foundation for the Children's Garden. Let me see. The chimes. Is there something that tells me about the chimes? Like I said, it used to be. Oh, here we go. Well, that tells about the restoring it. Now, sorry about. Okay, might as well show you the bells. There they are. But I could have sworn at one time, and yes, I know I have the zoom on still, that I thought that it was a plaque that stated how often they went off. Let me get on a zoom. Okay. Well, that is it for, because I mean there's a few other areas that I could have walked up into, and then there's like an area that goes into a creek, and then there's a picnic table over in that area that you can sit and watch the water flow through. But I want to get back out to the main park. This is a very nice pagoda, or band shelter or whatever you want to call it. But this is the Canton Garden Center. I have a feeling it's more active on Saturdays or maybe through the weekdays. But yes, I hear you, Mr. Robin. We hear you. We hear you. You want to be on film? There you go. Now you're on film. There. Now people can see you. Oh, you're going to be quiet now? Typical. Put you on film and then you get all shy. Alright, well, we'll leave you here with Mr. Robin. I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, total small field. I did say when I got over this area I would show you exactly what this area is. And here's the plaque for it. There you go. Okay. Now I will say goodbye again for a brief mission, interlude, intermission, so forth. Okay. Alright, here's that picnic table that I was showing you earlier from the garden center, and there's a couple layers of miniature waterfalls. Alright, that's it for this little section. Alright, there's the local pickleball area down here at the parks. Another restroom area. Obviously the restroom is in the front part. This also, I think, doubles as Santa's, I think it's more of Santa's chalet, but I think it is also a restroom that you can use. Alright. Here's another part of the water system. There's a pond over there that people can fish in. Up here is more tennis courts and pickleball areas. Up there, that building way up there, let me zoom into it. That's a local legend. That is Woody's homemade root beer stand and conies and chicken sandwiches and other whatnots and ice cream. You can go there. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom in on this item. Up there, that's another part of the park. There was a trail back there that you could walk it up, or you could drive up. And look at this, guys. Let me zoom in. Look who's here. Look at that. How about that? Amazing, isn't it? Let's see if I can. That there is the statue of Marion Motley, a running back, I believe, for running back, fullback, halfback for the Cleveland Browns. If I'm not mistaken, I know he played well before my time. But that area there, that goes up to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'm going to leave this area. There's more of, I think it's a crane or a heron. I could be mistaken. I get them mixed up. I will leave you with him or her, and I will head back to the vehicle because it's starting to spin. But, alright, see y'all later.